All sports, all plays. Yeah. All sports, all plays. All sports, all plays. 365, we making up plays. You talking the game, get you to the days. We're out in the court, the dime in the lane. Variety topics, living the same. All presentation, sports information. In the airways, taking the nation. All sport, all plays, like working your faces. Race at the field, so tie the laces. All sports, all plays. Yeah.
I guess it helps if I add us back to the stream. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the ASAP Afternoon Blitz. Hey, it wouldn't be the afternoon show if we didn't have a little bit of a technical difficulty here at the beginning. it showed off like, hell, we ain't even on the damn screen. What the hell? I'm Chris Gonzalez, joined today by Jay McLovin. How's it going, Jay?
Man, what another day in the world, man. It's going good, man. It's going good. No issues, no hardware complaint. I'm still alive, and Blue's still alive, and well, at least I think he's alive. I kicked him a couple of times. I think he's still breathing. But yeah, other than that, man, yeah, no, life's pretty good. How are you doing, brother?
All doing good. Actually, just started watching this Little League World Series game between Carousel and Panama. I haven't got to see these teams play yet, so it'll be nice watching this game, and then probably watch some Reds here a little bit later.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Who the Reds playing today?
I'm not even sure who they're playing today, to be honest with you.
My game's not until this evening, so I'm not sure who you guys are playing, though.
Yeah, I haven't looked at no baseball, Major League Baseball today, to be honest with you, other than when we was talking this morning. I've been watching all Little League Baseball. Trying to remember who the Reds played yesterday now. Hold on, I can tell you. I got her. Or they were off yesterday. Or no, they weren't. They played early yesterday. They won by 1 run over can't even remember who they beat now, but they won by 1 run yesterday.
Hey, as long as they get the win for the Reds, that's a big thing, regardless of number who. I guess whoever it is you're playing. Hey, so you know that the Big Ten just signed like a $7 billion media deal with, several networks and things of that nature. What is that going to mean now in terms of the importance of the Big Ten with the SEC and everybody else?
I think it's going to be a big deal, because now I think you're probably going to see Notre Dame go to the Big Ten, because Notre Dame always has a TV deal with NBC, where Notre Dame pays to have their games on NBC. Well, now if they're part of a Big Ten, then they're not going to have to pay to have them games on NBC. So I think you're going to see Notre Dame join the Big Ten. I think eventually we might get to where there's no conferences and maybe, but I think it's looking like in football, they're building where it's going to be mainly 2 big conferences that are going to be the main 2 conferences. And it's going to be interesting seeing UCLA and USC in the Big Ten, especially in other football. I don't think it's as big a deal, but like in basketball, the style difference out on the West Coast, it's UCLA and USC. It's more about scoring. Big Ten basketball is a more physical defensive style of basketball. So it's going to be interesting to see how that integrates. But I think overall it's going to be a real big thing for Big Ten, especially because I think they'll get Notre Dame. And from what I heard today, I think their plan is to get up to 20 teams. Right?
I think UCLA might also be joining the Big Ten. But my question is, that's a pretty big financial commitment to the Big Ten. what does that mean for them versus the SEC? What's up, Rob?
What's happening, my brothers? How y'all doing? I ain't want to interrupt the conversation.
Nah, I know, man, but I felt weird with it. And I know Chris was waiting too, so I didn't want to think that me and Chris were like.
Oh no, I already knew. Chris was in the middle of his explanation, which he explained so eloquently. And my question to that is to double down on Chris's question. If they're taking away different conferences, what does that mean for the bowl games?
Well, exactly. I mean, what does it mean for the bowl games? But I think, if they're going to do that, I mean, $7 billion to these networks by the Big Ten. I don't know. I mean, if they do that, I don't think it's going to be. I still think it's going to be anytime soon, because that's a huge commitment on the Big Ten's part. So, I mean, could the Big Ten? What does that mean between them and the SEC now? Because, are teams going to want to jump to the Big Ten, or not necessarily teams, but are players going to want to jump to the Big Ten because, they get all the media rights? I mean, to me, that's a huge win for the Big Ten versus the SEC.
Well, media rights equal bigger NIL deals, right?
I would think so. And that's another thing. So that's another thing, right? What is this media rights deal that the Big Ten has? What does that mean for the players? Or is the Big Ten going to be sharing, some of that money?
Well, no, because
with the Big Ten
NIL, it don't have nothing to do with what money the college brings in. NIL is like getting like sponsors and getting money from outside the college. So like say like a local business or boosters, that's where you're gonna get a lot of money from your college. Is going to be funneled through the boosters.
But again, could some of that $7 billion magically find its way into the players' hands from these schools? Is what I'm getting at. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no, it could. I'm sure there's anytime there's a lot of money involved, there's corruption involved. So there's going to be, I'm sure it could. They could funnel that money if they're making extra money. They could funnel that money through their boosters. And do NIL deals, and and nobody would really know where that money was coming from.
Well, the NCAA is also asking the school to help with their investigations into the NIL deals. So,
and Jay, the Reds play the Pirates today. Pirates.
The Pirates. Oh yeah, you should have a fighting chance.
Oh, thanks. I appreciate
it. But Gonzo, so it's a 7-year, $7 billion media rights with Fox, CBS, and NBC. I mean, that's freaking huge, man. And
don't forget,
some of that money's making its way into the players, or some kind of funneling into the players at some level.
And don't forget, Jay, the Big Ten has their own TV network as well.
Yeah.
But if they are owning the media rights, that's why I bring up the NIL deals, because I understand that the money that colleges make independently has nothing to do with the NIL deal, but more media coverage means more, TV time for these players. So now if you're putting butts and seats and eyes on TVs, then you are going to get a deal.
Yeah.
Which is
I just gotta somehow this is going to impact the players at some level. I have to believe financially.
Think about the competition as well. Now you're talking about Notre Dame, Ohio State. UCLA. That's Michigan, it's going to It's going to be some great games.
Dad asked about Notre Dame. I think Notre Dame is going to be in the Big Ten. I really do. I think within the next couple of years, you're going to see Notre Dame join the Big Ten.
It's right up the way. Good old South Bend, Indiana. I had a great auntie that stayed out there. We used to visit
have to join if they're going to make these two big conferences, Notre Dame's going to have to join one of them. They're not. You're not going to be able to just stay independent.
That's a powerhouse,
So, hey, real quick, if I can. So, Kevin, it's very expensive to operate our athletic departments. Big Ten Commissioner Kevin Warren told ESPN he believes that this new deal will help our student athletes in their continued pursuit of name, image, and likeness opportunities, because now you're going to be on linear TV from morning to night and Saturday with 3 massive organizations. So, again, that's my point. I think in some way, you know, the NIL is going to be a big thing because now these players, you know, are on 3 big networks. Which then, if that's the case, could that it with the NIL exposure for these athletes with the name, image, and likeness, and you're on 3 major networks, you got to think that some of these athletes are going to gravitate more to the Big Ten than the SEC, you know, during this 7-year period. Because it's financially profitable for them to do that.
Which the SEC that has a lot of games on ESPN every Saturday.
But but who has access to it? But if you got NBC, ABC, you know, there's a lot more poor people watching those networks that don't have cable with ESPN.
Oh no. Oh no, I agree.
And
that's why
college football definitely has the fan base. Like it's, you know, they're going to get a lot of good national coverage. So, I mean, I do expect a lot of talent to start switching over to the Big Ten. I mean, let's face it, not everybody that's playing college football is making it to the NFL. So, to make what you can now is a very smart decision.
And you know, it's really true because it says right here, the Big Ten's primary broadcast partner and has carried the title game since its inception of 2011, will broadcast a championship in 23, 25, 27, and 29. In addition to the 22 game, CBS will carry the game in 24, 28, and NBC gets it in 26. So a lot of your title games now are going to be shifted to those type of networks, which again is a huge thing for the Big Ten. So, man, what a time to be alive, man. I'm just saying for Big Ten, because, you know, it seems to me like SEC, you know, we all know the power that SEC programs have, right? I mean, there's no denying that. So I wonder now, you know, could this now make, you know, the Big Ten creep up and start getting some of that emergence from the SEC?
It could. I mean, if players think they're going to get more exposure, and I mean, it could. It could really help the Big Ten maybe getting some of them other recruits. I think you're not going to see it for 4 or 5 years, but I really think the NIL is going to make a lot more parity in college football because some of these you're not going to see these teams be 5 or 6 deep with 4 or 5 star players like Alabama is every year. I don't think you're going to see that as much because these players can go somewhere else, play, make money, and you know what I mean, and get their name out there while they're playing. So
right, and I mean, let's be honest.
You give it 4 or 5 years, I think you're going to see more parity in college football.
I mean, let's be honest. If the NIL wasn't such a big thing, right, then Nick Saban wouldn't be so worried about it to where he feels like the NIL and the transfer portal, you know, are hurting him and his chances. You know, I mean, if you take the NIL and you match it up with this TV deal that the Big Ten just did, that's just more gasoline to fuel Nick Saban's fire of, damn, you know, like this could really, I think it's going to impact Alabama to a point where he's going to start losing those big classes or things of that nature. It gives him all these great athletes that Saban has at his disposal, right? I mean, now you're dipping into Nick Saban's wealth of talent.
Yeah, because think about it. He had Tua, Jalen Hurts, Bryce Young, all in the same.
And Mac Jones.
Yeah, Mac Jones, all in the same team. I think it's going to be harder to do that with the NIL.
I'm gonna tell you.
Oh, and I think Saban knows. I think Saban knows the writings on the wall with the NIL, which is why he's had such a big issue and made such a big stink to the point where him and Jimbo Fisher were getting into it about it. I mean, you can already see where A&M was dipping into their class. So I mean,
he getting into it with Prime. He getting into it with everybody. I'm gonna tell you right now, Nick Saban is pissed.
He's beyond pissed with the NIL and transfer portal.
That promise of that new refrigerator for Mama or that new Cadillac for Papa, that ain't cutting it no more. They're like, hey, I can go sign a NIL deal with Iowa State and be okay. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, they're gonna be better than okay because now, you know, they don't have to worry about, okay, well, if I take the Cadillac, you know, and somebody finds out about the Cadillac, you know, now I'm going to be really screwed over or really hemmed over, you know. But now with the NIL, they're like, hey, listen, it's out there, man. It's like when you cheat on your woman. You don't want people finding out you're cheating on your woman, so you're kind of a little bit under pressure, a little stressed out, this, that, or the other. But now your wife done gave you an all-time free pass, and you're like, hell yeah, yippee-ki-yay, mofo, let's go.
Hey, simply put, I don't have to take the money under the table if I could take the money that's on the table.
Yes, absolutely. It used to be, okay, watch this. I got a better metaphor. It used to be Nick Saban was giving out the weed.
Yeah.
When weed wasn't exactly legal. So Nick Saban was like the drug dealer of choice. And California and Colorado and Arizona came in the mix and said, wait, Nick, wait. We're legalizing it. You don't got to go to Nick. You can go to the local 7-Eleven and get some weed. It's all good.
You can go to the bodega.
Yeah, not only that, but I'll throw in some fucking gift passes for you. Don't worry about it.
Oh, home run.
Oh, man.
What a time to be alive when Nick Saban ain't the drug of choice anymore.
Wow.
What you watching over there, Chris? You over there watching?
Yes, he watching the Little League World Series right now.
Kid from Panama just hit a grand slam. Yeah, Little League, man. I love the Little League baseball. Every year when it's on, I watch about every game of it.
Yeah, I haven't watched it since they did my little young homies bogus, man. The Jackie Robinson team. We believed in that team. You know what I'm saying? And it's always something, but it is what it is.
I must have missed something. What do you mean about the Jackie Robinson kid? Did I miss that or something?
You remember the little Jackie Robinson kids?
Team from Chicago that made it to the World Series.
Yeah, and then I think one of them was ineligible because of age or something.
Yeah, one of them was too old or something. They've done something with his birth certificate or something.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
I was like, come on, man. Then they stripped the kids of the trophy. I'm like, come on. I could see if he was like the LeBron James of the team. I mean, all them kids was balling. You know, that's another reason baseball ain't popular. It's like when we do get into it, you always looking to mess it up.
Hey, if you see that movie Hardball that had Keanu Reeves in it, you know, one of the kids in the Cucumbas was too old, and they made him leave the organization, and he wound up joining one of the gangs where Bebe got killed at the apartment complex.
Talking about G-Baby.
G-Baby, yeah, G-Baby. I'm sorry, yeah. I don't want to say G-Baby, but yeah, I mean, that's almost kind of like, that kind of reminds me of that a little bit. That's crazy.
Man, Hardball was back with Hardball.
That's some whack ass shit.
Hey, I was just watching somebody do a TikTok on the G-Baby scene when he was telling them about the fight. Like, I'm gonna tell you what happened. He was whoa. Oh, man,
I love
Hardball.
that. That's a great movie.
It was.
I'm telling you, hey, you know, I knew a couple of tikis in my life. You know what I'm saying? I had a few of those type of friends. I had to cut loose of those dudes though.
Surprising enough, though, we like to play baseball when we were younger. I
had a lot of people like play baseball when they were younger.
The older
what do you guys think?
I was just like, basketball was it for me, and football.
What do you guys think about Steve Young saying the Baltimore Ravens are holding Lamar Jackson back? Did you guys hear them comments during his
little soliloquy
during the football broadcast the other night?
I heard it. I think they were talking about it this morning as I was leaving out for work. But I don't want to say they're holding him back. I think they're just trying to add more skill to him. Because honestly, I love Lamar Jackson. I feel like as a playmaker, he's a great football player. Like I'll say that. Like a lot of people get it misconstrued when we say he's not a top quarterback. We're not diminishing his skill as a football player. We're just saying when it comes to the actual quarterback position, he's not that great in that position. But he's a playmaker. That's why he should make the big money. He's a young MVP, won MVP in the second year. So, I mean, that just tells you the tell of the tape about this guy. But I think Baltimore is trying to add more skill to him, trying to make him more of a great quarterback.
He just has to be susceptible to it because honestly, you're not going to go that far using your legs. Running backs do not have a longevity of a career in the NFL because of the constant hitting. And you definitely don't want to take those hits as a quarterback. As big as Lamar Jackson is, he's still a quarterback, and those hits hurt. So they're trying to help him, get his career longer. You know what I mean? Trying to help him out. So I don't think Baltimore is holding him back. He just has to be able to listen to the coaches and learn what he can and to be a better quarterback. To me, that's what I think.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of people that are talking about it. And let's be honest, man. Damn, Lamar Jackson. He's probably gonna get, like you said, he's probably gonna get, the NFL bag. Like he's probably gonna get the ultimate.
He deserves it. He deserves it.
I don't know if he deserves it or not. I don't believe that bullshit. I don't. I'm sorry. Look, let me ask you a question. Watch this. Let me ask you a question. Hold on. Let me ask you a question now. You got a choice. Watch this. Fantasy league. Just take fantasy league for a minute. You got a choice. You gonna draft Allen or Lamar Jackson? Who you drafting in fantasy football? Who you drafting?
You said if I drafted who?
Are you between Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson? Fantasy league.
But Josh Allen.
Then why the hell are we talking about freaking Lamar Jackson?
So are you about to get Josh Allen as Baltimore?
No. My point is
pay Lamar Jackson.
What I'm saying is this, right?
Position?
Hey, what I'm saying is this: he don't deserve the bag. Hell, Patrick Mahomes is better than him. How are you going to pay him more than Patrick Mahomes? As a team, why are you going to give him more in the market value? When the market, I know why they're going to do it. They're going to do it because there's nobody else out there in the market to give the money to.
That's all I'm saying. It's supply and demand.
No, I get it. But what I'm saying is, just because he's getting it by necessity of the team needing a quarterback doesn't mean he deserves the damn money. That's my point about. But I don't think he's
contradicting yourself.
It's one of those things.
You're contradicting yourself because if you're saying that he's only going to get it by default, even if he was a bad quarterback, he wouldn't get the bag. They'll just say,
well, no, he gets it by default because I'm not saying the guy's like dog water garbage, but at the same time, we all know that he's not. If you're getting paid the most amount of money at that position, you should be the best at that position, and he's not the best at that position. That's what I'm saying about him getting it by default. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that we all know that he's going to get it because
don't work like that at quarterback. But I think I said don't work like that at quarterback. Usually the best quarterback isn't the highest paid because the market keeps going up after.
No, I get that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And Tom Brady was never the highest paid. If we're talking about quarterback, but that's neither here nor there.
And Dad, what Steve Young was saying.
Well, but then again, though, he never really demanded the money like that.
No, because Tom Brady makes money.
Well, yeah, he gets it all endorsements too.
His bread and butter is I'm gonna take this money. I'm gonna make enough to be okay, but I'm gonna also not break y'all pockets so y'all can go get me some people to throw the ball to. Because I'm only.
Which again, that's another attribute of a great quarterback, right?
Okay. Oh yeah, but I'm sorry, Lamar Jackson doesn't have a Giselle.
Well, see what Steve Young.
He doesn't have a supermodel wife that's making some money herself. So Lamar Jackson has to support his household by his lonely. So he can't afford.
You're right, man. I'm sorry. With $100 million, it's damn hard to support a freaking household. Yeah. When you only got $100 million dollars. I know. Again, how hard it is.
You thinking in our mindset, you got to understand when you make $100 million, you then start to get $100 million habits. And you got to support. All I know is when I hear that. Hey, look, all I know is
the scene from Jerry Maguire comes into my mind. You know how hard it is to have $54 million.
Hey, show me the Guam. You right, Jerry Maguire comes in my mind.
I love the black man.
Show me the Guam.
Plus, Lamar Jackson hasn't got that big payday yet, but I do think. But what Steve Young was saying was that Baltimore's not developing him as a passer, and they're not opening him up, letting him show that he could be a better passer in the league. He said if he got put on another team in a sophisticated passing offense and got a chance to learn it, that you would see a whole nother Lamar Jackson at another level.
I would say this: if it was one coach I would love to see Lamar Jackson play for or play with, it'd be Andy Reid. I would love to see what Andy Reid could do with Lamar Jackson. I'm not gonna lie, just because of his creativeness when it comes to offensive schemes. I'm sorry, there's no diss to Eric Bieniemy, but we know who's calling the plays.
You wouldn't want to see him with Matt Nagy?
No. You see what happened to Justin Fields,
the
man.
Ravens at the same time under Harbaugh with the Ravens. You don't think these guys, want him to be able to throw the ball? They got to know what Lamar can and cannot do. I don't think that Lamar can do it. Otherwise, I think Harbaugh is going to let him do it.
I mean, to his credit too. I mean, he's had Andrews and Hollywood, but he hasn't had really no studs that he's throwing the ball to.
Because nobody wants to go there and play with him. Nobody. They know as a wide receiver that because he only does short passes and things of that nature, that it's going to be a killer.
You're not going to get your numbers.
Career.
That's why.
You think Justin Jefferson wants to go play with freaking Lamar Jackson?
Okay, hey.
Or Jamar Chase?
Who would you rather have, since you wanted to give me a choice earlier? Would you rather have Lamar Jackson or Jalen Hurts? Lamar Jackson or Tua? Since you wanted to give out choices earlier.
Okay. Now we're talking about less quarterbacks that aren't making as much money. And then you want to give me the most controversial one. Okay, I might go with Hurts, to be honest. But you know what? No, I'm going to go with Tua. Damn it. Because let me tell you something. I think Tua, I say to get the ball to Tyreek Hill in camp. So I know he can make the throw. No, what I'm saying is I know he can make the throw.
Are you bringing up camp to me, Jay? Are you bringing
practice?
Up camp?
We're talking about practice. Look, don't make me go Freddie Henderson. Practice? We're talking practice?
Oh, God.
Oh, God.
Yeah, no, seriously. I think, and I really believe this in my heart, man. I think people after this season, Tua, I hope you don't let me down on this, but I really believe that Tua, is going to change the perceptions this year, man. I really do. And I think it's mainly because it's a contract year and he knows that he has to be able to do it.
I'm just not sold on Tua, man. I wasn't sold on Tua when he played at Alabama. So, and then he got the hip
so
injury.
Much of Tim Tebow in him.
I don't think
a lot of Tebow and Tua.
Like I said last night.
I don't know. Oh, come on, man. I don't know.
Like I said last night on the scripted, I think Teddy Bridgewater will be the starting quarterback for the Dolphins before the end of the season.
And this man, Cheetah, talking about he more accurate than Pat Mahomes. He better go.
It was the prettiest ball I've ever seen.
Tyreek Hill, what's wrong with you, brother? I know you got to give your quarterback love, but come on now.
What are you going to say?
Pat got you a ring now.
Yeah,
Pat got you a ring now.
You know what I feel like? You know what I feel like when I talk to you guys? I feel like how I was when I was talking with Frankie about the Astros being better than the Yankees at the beginning of the season, and he was riding high on that oxytocin of that big time win that they were doing until that week they met the Astros, and then everything went to shit. That's how I think. That's why I feel like I talk with you, because I feel like at some point, when Tua comes out and he plays well, you guys will be coming back to me saying, like, "Damn, Jay, we should listen to you, Jay."
You're gonna be feeling Lord. You're gonna be feeling Lord and Skip Bayless going for Baker Mayfield.
Hey, listen, man. Everybody knows crack is the white man's drug. Stop it, Mr. Gonzalez.
Y'all got issues.
Do you think that the Browns might try to make a trade for Jimmy G now that they know Deshaun Watson's out for 11 games?
Can they afford Jimmy G? That's the question. You just gave Deshaun Watson $230 million guaranteed. Can you afford?
Yeah.
Can you afford?
I don't know. You'd have to try to see if you can make some kind of trade to at least get him over there.
They're all trying to go get Geno Smith.
But I don't think you have to go for Jimmy. I think, and I've been saying this. I don't know why nobody listens to me. I think all they got to do is go after Tyler Huntley, call it in, because Tyler Huntley can do the same type of things that Deshaun does. He's mobile. He can throw. We see him being successful with the Ravens and do well.
Mm-hmm.
I think Tyler Huntley would be.
I think Jimmy G.
He's in your camp a real good run for their money.
I think Jimmy G ends up in Seattle.
I think that too. But the only thing that keeps me from that is that I just don't see the 49ers giving them up in their division.
I mean, if you're gonna really start Trey, and have Jimmy G on the bench after he's just got you guys to 2 conference finals. I just don't think that.
I think they want to trade him. I just don't know if they want to trade him in the division.
I get that, but how long can you hold on to a player like that? Because that's a smack in the face.
And how many other teams are going to be at this point in this point in the year are going to be wanting to make a trade for a quarterback other than maybe like Seattle or maybe Cleveland?
Hey, and let's be honest.
Most teams have their quarterback. You know what I mean? They're set where what they want to try for the season.
Yeah, but let's also be honest too. And this is something I haven't heard anybody throw out there. Let's say Carolina is not happy with Sam Darnold or Baker Mayfield, and they see a Jimmy G out there. And they didn't really pay that much for Baker because they made Cleveland pay for it.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know though, man. I think Carolina seems to be pretty. I think they seem to be pretty good on Baker because they're actually. I think they're getting ready to make him the clear QB1.
Oh no, he's going to be the starter. But do we really trust Baker to have a great season like that?
I don't know. I think he's done it before. You know what? I think hell yeah. Because the one thing I love about it is quarterbacks with a chip on their shoulder. And I really think that the fiasco that happened in Cleveland and the way he felt pushed aside. Yeah. One thing I know about Baker is this: that dude cares and he's got pride. And I think we saw that when he put the flag at Ohio in the middle of that tells you the competitive nature of a guy like Baker. That I think that he's going to take it as a personal thing. Yeah. And I think he's going to go out and I think he's going to ball out. He knows he has to ball out in Carolina.
I know last week on the script that we were talking about a sleeper team. And when I said my sleeper team for the NFC, Jay and Pride, I forget who else was all there. They all kind of thought I was crazy, but my sleeper team is Carolina because of their defense. They have a great defense. And if McCaffrey stays healthy, I think Baker can have a decent year. And I think they can make the playoffs as a wild card. I'm not saying they're going to make a deep run, but I do think that with Baker and that defense they have, I do think they have a chance to make the playoffs.
That's a bold statement, Chris. Well, I will say this: I hope Baker is the starter for Game 1 because it is against the Browns. And
if I may, though,
I would like to see him.
From everything I'm hearing, he's blowing Darnold away in the QB competition.
Yeah.
Hold on, Chris. Listen, I done had your pops tell me that I was drinking the last episode. I done had your pops say that I was on crack this episode. Well, Mr. Gonzalez, did you hear what he just said? I better see something in the comments like he's on meth or something in the comments. You better keep it correct, sir. No, I'm just saying, hey, there ain't no favoritism. I know you're his pops. There's no favoritism. And after that comment, I better see Chris is on meth at some level in this comment. Okay, I'm just saying.
Hey, I want to see Baker get some revenge against the Browns, but
I do too, man.
Baker has shown me enough that, Chris, I cannot agree with what you're saying. That's a very bold statement that you made, but I don't think the Carolina Panthers sniffed the playoffs. If you really ask me.
I think the problem with Carolina is
McCaffrey is not going to stay healthy. It just
there you go. Amen.
And I just don't see Baker being the quarterback that everybody wants him to be. I get the competitive nature and all that good stuff, but he just hasn't shown me. I mean, he had that one good year where they beat Pittsburgh in the wild card, but other than that, Baker's been very subpar.
The thing with Baker is I think that what's going to be challenging for him with Carolina, and it'd be challenging for any quarterback you put at Carolina. Hell, it'd be challenging for Brady at this point. Is the fact, like you said, number one, can't see if he stay healthy. You said meth is popular in Muncie. Well, okay, I don't want to care about how popular it is in Muncie. I want to hear how popular it is in Chris Gonzalez' household.
Oh, wow.
In Chris Gonzalez' closet.
It's not popular at all in this household.
Hey, hold on a minute. Hey, Chris, can I put you on big screen? I need you to smile to see if you got meth mouth.
What the hell is wrong with y'all? What is wrong with y'all? Lord Jesus.
Man, listen, you can always tell somebody's on meth just by looking at their teeth, man.
How did we go from talking Baker Mayfield to meth? That's all.
Somebody's been watching.
I'll tell you how we got there because your pop said I was on crack and drinking.
Somebody's been watching Breaking Bad. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, I'm just saying. Okay, listen, I watch a little. Don't worry about it. It's all good. No, but hey, listen. To his point, McCaffrey, we know for a fact can't stay healthy. That's just a damn. It's going to be a matter of maybe week 4, maybe even week 5 that he goes down. So again, running back is a clear and present issue with Carolina. Number 2, their wide receiver depth isn't as deep for him to really throw the ball. They don't have this talented of a receiving core. So again, those are issues. I don't know about their defense. I haven't really studied Carolina's defense to know too much about it, but I know that offense is very, very challenged or has clear and present challenges on it to truly be successful. And I think that could come back to hurt Baker.
Hey, you know what? I have to agree with Damian. I can't believe I just said that. But you also got to question Carolina's offensive line as well. Like, they O-line sucks. I don't know who's worse, theirs or the Bears.
That's going to be the key. But I think they improved their O-line some with the draft as well. So I'm counting on their O-line to be a little bit better.
Yeah, but AP, I get they got DJ Moore, but Baker got to get the ball to him.
Well, here's the deal. They can also do DJ Moore like people did against Dallas's Amari Cooper, where he's getting double teamed and giving everybody else the opportunity to see if they can beat you. So, DJ Moore, if you have no McCaffrey and you have and DJ's getting double teamed, which I think he will be if he's the best receiver out there, then you got to hope that your other receivers can carry the load against man-on-man coverage. And, I mean, I don't think that's going to be the case. And especially if that O-line, like you said, is not as formidable. Not now, how is Baker going to handle the pressure of that, plus trying to get the ball out with no run game, because now he's a one-trick pony without the running back. So, again, that offense really has a lot of issues with it.
Yeah, Carolina is bold. That's a bold statement, Chris.
Hey, you said give me a sleeper. I gave you a sleeper.
No, he said a sleeper, not a comatose.
And we're talking about sleeper in the NFC. You got to go to Saints.
I don't know if the Saints to me aren't really as much of a sleeper either, because with the wide receiver core that they have, and Jameis Winston can get that done. And they still have Kamara. Even on a 6-game suspension, they got Ingram III behind him. And they got a great defense. They just signed the freaking Honey Badger, for crying out loud. I don't know.
The only thing that worries me about New Orleans is no Sean Payton.
The quarterback, too.
Well,
now, if you see, I think Miami is the sleeper. I think that would be a sleeper.
Got hurt.
Yeah, but Winston, you got to think about his health.
That's true. And he has a hurt ankle already right now.
Yeah, you got to think about his health. And Winston goes down there. Everything you just named, Jay, goes to ish.
But at the same time, I don't know that they go all the way down. I think they could still do under Andy Dalton with that receiving core. I think Dalton's going to be the best quarterback. And I still think they can put out a productive.
I didn't know they had the Red Rocket.
Yeah, they got the Red Rocket. He's a backup down there.
I think Andy Dalton. I think he would thrive in that type of offensive set.
I do, with Landry, Thomas, and Olave.
Yeah,
Andy's got a running back, an O-line, and a defense. Damn.
Maybe they might want Winston to go down.
But hey, at the same time, I think Miami's a sleeper, and I think he's a sleeper for the same reasons of you guys talking about how that Tua. Y'all don't think it Tua, so Tua could make that team, out to be, what people are sleeping on.
Yeah,
I mean that's the typical definition of a sleeper team, is you're sleeping on Tua.
Yeah, I'm fast asleep.
Right, because if you look at Miami, they got the receivers, they got the tight end, they got the line, they got the running backs. Hell, they got 5 damn running backs between Chase Edmonds, and Mostert and freaking Gaskins alone, and then they got a pretty good damn defense as well. So I mean, what's the only thing you're really sleeping
everything on over there in Miami is really dependent on the quarterback play.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that's where people are sleeping. But I'll tell you what though. Hey, listen, watch out for Minnesota with Aaron Rodgers having issues with these receivers.
I told people that's nothing to me. I'm gonna tell you this right now. I said Minnesota wins the North.
Yeah, I think Minnesota's going to win.
I said Minnesota. This is their time.
Going to be a good team.
This is their time. But I would say this: the team with the most pressure to me is Philly. Philadelphia is under a ton of pressure. If Jalen Hurts don't perform, because they've souped up that offense, like he should win the NFC East, and they should win at least one game in the playoffs.
Right. Is there a way that Tony Gonzalez can email us a picture of his teeth?
Wait. Anthony Price say if Tua plays bad in week 5, then they should trade for Jimmy G.
Yeah.
Ooh. That's something to think about, though. Well. That's something to think about, though. Now you put Jimmy G with those weapons. Now I'm not saying Jimmy G he's Tom Brady or nothing, but he's proven to be a great game manager, I can say. Boy, Damian, I'm telling you, you sleep on Minnesota. Who else is going to stop him?
Listen.
The Bears. The Bears.
Any man that can make a video the way in which he did a Trubisky, I don't take that shit seriously one bit. Matter of fact, I didn't want to hear smoking. Because literally, I literally think that he has no brain at this point, that he's on life support and somebody else is over there typing for him.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
But no, seriously. Hey, look, I think people are going to sleep definitely going to sleep on this Minnesota team for sure. And I don't know why people aren't really going. I mean, there's a lot of bringing up of Jimmy G's name, but why are they not bringing up Huntley? I just don't understand that. Like, I personally think I would rather have Tyler Huntley than Jimmy G, because I think that Jimmy G has a lot of issues that are covered up by what the 49ers team could put around him.
I was going to say the same thing, Tony. He's proven that when you're proven,
what's he really proven? Honestly,
he's proved that he can get you to the playoffs, and he's proved he can win in the playoffs. I mean, he's beat Green Bay.
See, there you go. But see, people are saying easy. People are saying Green Bay. He did not beat Green Bay. That damn defense, Elijah Mitchell and Deebo Samuels beat Green Bay.
Okay. I'll give you this though, Jay. He didn't beat Green Bay, but he didn't lose to him either.
Look at this, though. Look at San Francisco's record. Look at Kyle Shanahan's record and the 49ers record when Jimmy G don't play versus when he does play. When he plays,
who else do they have? Trey Lance? Who else are they going to put in there? Trey Lance? I mean, seriously, who else would they put in there?
All I'm saying,
of course, they're going to do better with Jimmy G. That's my point.
Made it to 2 conference finals under Jimmy G.
And a Super Bowl.
I
tell you what. You take out Deebo Samuel, leave Jimmy G in there, take out Deebo, and let's see how far San Francisco 49ers go.
Hey, well, we're going to see how far they go now without Jimmy G. We get to take some theory the other.
Hey, every quarterback has to have weapons. You have to have weapons to get the ball to.
Yeah, but okay, that's right. They do have to have weapons. But let's be honest, Deebo bails him out more than anybody.
Dude,
and you know that.
Can you say that about
you can say that almost about anybody else.
You can say Cooper Kupp bails out what's his face?
Not necessarily, because they still had Jefferson and the other guys. I don't think that. Matter of fact, actually, I think that the Rams defense bailed them quite out of a lot of things too. Von Miller had some hellified plays on that defensive line, and you know that.
That's all I'm saying, man. You can say that about a lot of quarterbacks.
Well, of course you can. I get that. I'm not saying you can't, okay? I'm just saying I think you take Jimmy G out that damn system and put him in with anybody else, and you're going to be like, oh, Jimmy G.
Hey, your dad is going wild in the comments. He's wilding out.
Damn! I told you it's coming to light.
If Jimmy G is good,
I'm not saying that
in that Super Bowl against the Chiefs, he would have won it if it wasn't for one, the referees call a bullshit offensive pass interference on Kittle right before halftime, took a touchdown away, and then for 2, his defense gives up a bomb to Tyreek Hill behind the defense. That's not Jimmy G's fault.
Hey, Tyreek was flying, didn't he?
Hey, but I'll say this. Hey,
that's all they heard.
You take away Dallas' first half penalties. You take Dallas' first half penalties away, and I guarantee you Dallas beats fucking 49ers, and he don't even make it to Green Bay.
See, that's what this is about, Jay. You just revealed what your gripe is about with Jimmy.
No, it's not. I'm just saying it's true. Everybody knows it's true. Okay, let me ask you this. They lost by what? They lost by 1 score. No, watch it. Dallas lost by 1 score to the 49ers. We all know that. 1 score. I mean, to the point where they were at midfield. Now, you take away those damn penalties that stalled a lot of those drives. How many more points you put on the board, or do you really think they're going to make it? In your heart of hearts, do you really think they make it?
Well, you can say that about any game. You can say that about any game.
Well, of course you can. But I mean, if you look at what it really is, other than what the actual final score was,
if Atlanta doesn't get penalties, does New England still win? I mean, come on. Philadelphia, if New England doesn't get penalties, does Philadelphia?
Jimmy G's better at this point in their careers right now. Jimmy G's better than Tyler Huntley.
That's interesting. I would love to see Jimmy G on the Ravens, and let's see what he does.
Hey, I agree with
Anthony. I'm serious. I mean, honestly,
Jimmy G over Dak.
Yep.
Can't even take that seriously, man.
The truth hurts.
There's definitely some drugs there's definitely some drugs being on here now. There's no way I'm believing that bullshit. Listen, y'all say what y'all want to say, man, but I think you believe differently. I don't think you're heart of heart. I'm telling you right now. You got Jimmy G and you got Dak in fantasy. Who you taking? And if you tell me Jimmy G, I'm going to whoop your ass in fantasy football every day, and I'm signing your ass up
honestly,
right now.
Honestly, I'm probably taking Jimmy G because in fantasy, I'm not drafting a quarterback to about the last round.
That's fine. Anyway. No, that's fine. You know what? I'm glad you said that, Gonzo. That's how I know I'm not going to be giving you the damn jersey this year. But that's okay.
I like to quarterback high in fantasy, Jay. But you can't go by fantasy. You don't draft a quarterback high in fantasy.
Oh, damn. Chris took a kicker in the first round. What the hell?
I'm going for Tom.
You don't draft a quarterback high in fantasy. You're going to use your first fantasy pick.
I know that's silly. I'm just saying. All I'm saying is when it comes time for a quarterback, and you got a choice of Dak or Jimmy G, and everybody else behind that is just squalor.
If I owned a team and I had the choice between Dak and Jimmy G as my quarterback, I'm taking Jimmy G.
That's great. I hope you do, sir. I hope you do. And I don't want to hear week 3 you're trying to request a trade.
Jay, only way Dak is gonna get points because he get it in garbage time. That's garbage time Dak. In garbage time, he's one of the greatest quarterbacks we've ever seen.
Hey, went from Deacon Dak to garbage time Dak.
That's garbage time Dak.
Hey, I guarantee you, ain't none of you people taking freaking Jimmy G in the damn
I'm being serious.
If you do,
I'm just saying that Jimmy
G is a winner.
He gets hated on for no reason. I don't understand why people hate on him so much. He wins.
Did you hear what the great Eric Thomas said? He don't know what it is, but winners win and losers lose.
If Jimmy G was so great, why would they even be talking about trading him and bringing in Trey Lance if he was so great? As a matter of fact, if he was so great, why you even drafted Trey Lance?
Because they didn't even think they was going to be able to keep Jimmy.
That's
what happened.
What happened? They
kept Jimmy, right? What happened? They got to a conference final, didn't they? Is the proof not in the pudding? You better put some respect on Jimmy's name.
And when he gets traded to a different team and he's losing, I don't want to hear this energy level change. Okay, I better be hearing that Jimmy G's the best thing to slice bread, even when he's 2-11. I want to hear y'all say that same damn energy.
Let me ask you this question: who would you take, Jimmy G or Tua?
He gonna take Tua.
Question.
You really have to think about that,
right?
Yeah, I do. I really believe. No, I really believe. No, I'm telling you, man. Debo makes that damn team. He ain't. Go look at the damn stats for crying out loud. The stats will tell you everything you need to know. Everything.
Was Debo putting up them stats when they made it to the Super Bowl 2
right? What was Debo with that team? I don't think he was even putting up the stats that he's putting up now.
What was Jimmy G's stats last year? I'm just really kind of curious.
All I'm saying is, as a game manager, Jimmy G gets the job done. That's all I'm saying. You can't deny that, Jay. He doesn't throw away the game. So what? He doesn't come out and have a 4.
No.
But I'd rather a quarterback that's not going to
last year, the knock on everybody was saying that they said that Jimmy G was going to throw the game away. That's what everybody was saying last year.
But he didn't do it. That's all I'm
He
saying.
said, "I'll draft Dak just to keep him on the bench." So
Hey, you know what, Jay?
Damn, cuz.
Jay.
Okay, you know what? That's fine. That's fine.
Hey, Jay.
Hey, look,
Jay,
Jay.
look, Jay.
Only person agreeing with you.
Right, that's what I'm about to say.
Think
Let's put
about
this
that.
into context. Look who is agreeing with you. This is what you've been relegated to.
You know what? Finally, Damien, wakes up and sees that I'm right.
now Damon has a good take.
Hey, every once in a while, when that mess wears out and the real Damien comes through, man, you'll get a good take.
Oh man.
So 2021, he put up 3,810 with 20 touchdowns and 12 interceptions. That's what he did. Moderate yardage, not bad. I mean, I don't think he's
Nobody's calling him a superstar, bro.
Yeah.
Nobody is calling Jimmy G a superstar. But that just shows you how much of a superstar Dak is not. That I think I would.
But then you look at Tua, and Tua put up 2,653 with 16 and 10 for a 90.1. So I mean, Tua, you act like Tua's dog water, but his stats are pretty close to that of Jimmy's stats. So what are we talking about?
How many games did Tua win?
Well, obviously it was more than Miami. Crazy.
Well, that's all I'm saying. He brought up Nala Rose. What's up with you and Nala Rose?
Wow.
How do you block people from a comment? Hold on. What does it say? Hide? Hide that.
Oh,
I'm not gonna let him say that. Hold on. Damn it. How do you do that? How did I start him?
You know, hide nothing, brother.
Just don't put it up there. What are you doing? I'm trying to take it down. You're putting it right back up.
No, I was trying to hit the stupid dots where it's. Never mind. I don't care. Fuck you, Damien.
Wow. Hey, let's move on to another topic here.
God.
Oh, there we go. It says put user in timeout. There you go. He's in timeout. Damien Hernandez is in timeout.
It says Damien Hernandez has been blocked for 5 minutes.
Oh God, I'm in tears. I'm in tears.
No.
Hey Jay, you wild, bro.
you guys think that Tom Brady still being away from the Buccaneers is a big deal? They don't know when he's going to be back. They haven't said exactly what's going on.
Yeah,
I've heard
personal reasons.
I've heard that his mom's doing bad again.
Yeah, that's exactly what I've heard, and I think that's what they're going to announce, because if it says for personal reasons, and he's been gone for this amount of time, and that's not something that Tom would typically normally do, it's got to be to that level, and they're probably trying to respect his privacy. So that makes a lot of sense that they would do that. So
I think I'm not worried about it. Tom, he's been there, he's done that.
Yeah, I think when you get to Tom's level, you're not worried about that.
Worried, but
he'll be fine. Only thing I'm worried about is his mental state. If it is his mom,
oh yeah,
that's gonna be
I'm not real worried about it, other than it might set their offense back just a little bit at the beginning of the season, getting to know some of these newer receivers on the team. A little bit of that, but and like you said, if it's what did you say? Oh man.
Hey, I love this show. And I love our fans. Oh my God, that was hilarious.
Hey, listen, I'm not mad at David.
Oh man, but yeah, with Tom Brady, man, I hope the best. I'm praying. If it is his mom, I'm praying for. That's never easy. Watching, the woman that gave birth to you go through any type of pain. So praying for him. I think it's gonna set them back a little bit. Luckily, they played the Cowboys game 1. No offense, Jay. But I think it's enough time for them to get back and play. Just a matter of where's Tom Brady mental gonna be at.
Hey, no offense taken. I think if you saw last year, man, like I was telling Gonzo, man, people are gonna overlook the Cowboys like that. And quite honestly, we almost beat the damn Bucks last year. So
You did.
go ahead, discount it if you want. That's fine. It's all good. And then when I get that win, y'all be pissed off, and I'll be looking like, yeah, bitches, what up?
Hey, don't feel bad. The Bears suck too, so
I don't care about the Bears. Freaking Bears.
the Care Bears.
Hey, the Bears look good in preseason last night.
Hey, they look good in preseason. They look good in preseason, and they play Seattle. Seattle might be the one team that's worse than them.
What's going on? I know Drew Lock has COVID, right?
Yeah.
What's going on with Geno?
I
Did
think
he get hurt or something?
I think he played a couple possessions last night.
Right, but I think something's going on with Geno, though.
Oh no, they're acting like he's might be the starter.
No, I just think he wasn't right because he's gonna be the starter. They're not trying to kill him in preseason, giving him starter treatment. Justin Fields looked sharp last night.
That's what I heard. I didn't see it, but I heard he
looked sharp. I saw it. That opening drive, it was nice.
I was watching Little League Baseball as we was doing the unscripted show. I didn't watch any of that, but
they took me back a little bit when they got the touchdown with special teams when he muffed the punt. That took me back to I'm like, ooh, I remember when the Bears defense and special teams was something to be feared.
He probably said there ain't nothing wrong with Geno, he just sucks.
Yeah.
And of course,
my
dad, who's been on a roll today, said the same thing. He sucks.
Oh yeah, well, I mean they're not lying. They're not lying. I mean, I thought it was kind of weird when the Jets drafted him. I'm like, why are you drafting this dude? But okay, fine. Draft him if you want. But yeah.
Damon said, "Who the hell is the Seahawks kicker and punt returner? They need to be cut ASAP."
Yeah, he muffed that punt badly. I mean, it went right through his arm. Like you could see at the last second, he looked up and he was like, "Oh Lord Jesus, this is real." It went right through. Yeah. So I mean, the Bears look pretty decent yesterday, but again, it's preseason football and it's the Seahawks.
Yeah, I don't watch much of the preseason games.
I watch it just because ain't nothing else on TV. I was watching AEW though. I won't lie.
I started to watch AEW.
I watched that on Wednesday, and
there was a guy on AEW Wednesday that was I'm not sure what they called him on AEW, but he goes by Mickey Midas. But he was out there with CM Punk, and he's on the independent scene here in Indiana, and he's actually been on one of the shows that I have on my YouTube channel.
Yeah, that's hot. That CM Punk John Moxley beef is nice. I was just reading the article though. They said CM Punk ain't been happy in AEW though.
Yep.
So
he might be on. Yeah,
I've been hearing he might be
on it. I've been hearing he might be on his way out.
Yeah, I love CM Punk, but sometimes he's such a diva. But and that
I like the direction WWE's moving in.
Man, oh my God, Triple H is on the right. And shout out to Shawn Michaels.
Shawn Michaels, the assistant,
right? Shout out to Shawn Michaels, Vice President of Talent.
It's going. Yeah, I think WWE's moving in a great.
Oh no, I mean them bringing back Karrion Kross. That was a nice cliffhanger. I like that NXT is coming back. To WWE, they're bringing a lot of guys from NXT that was let go that's coming back now. So that I like. I mean, wrestling has been more interesting, but I'm not gonna lie. That AEW episode on Wednesday, it almost gave you like an old school WCW feeling.
I might watch it tonight. I haven't got a chance to
watch it. Was good. Oh, I don't want to say nothing. Just I can't talk about it, Chris. Dad.
This is how my dad this is how my dad feels about CM Punk.
He is though. CM Punk is a diva, man.
But all the big time guys,
the wrestlers they cut yesterday, Damien, because they're stopping the NXT UK, and some of them wrestlers are coming to NXT 2.0, but they're starting at NXT Europe, so it's going to be all of Europe instead of just UK. So some of them wrestlers that got cut will probably be getting picked back up on the UK Europe once they get that started. But that's what they're getting ready to start. So they're doing away with the NXT UK.
Boy, WWE is massive, aren't they? All these NXT levels that they got, plus the WWE.
Oh, dude.
Well, you got to think now.
They're even more popular outside of the United States.
Yeah, they are. They are. And you got to think now, too, though, with Triple H back. I feel like it'll be nice if he takes a page from AEW and what they do with other promotions, and maybe he enters into that fourth wall and have them, appearing on. I think Triple H is that smart to do something like that.
I do agree with my dad on that. I don't understand why they moved that from the pay-per-view.
I don't know. I think because they might be trying to find a way to throw Adam Hangman Page in there, because I heard that beef with Page and CM Punk is real.
Yeah, CM Punk. He wasn't supposed to say that.
Yeah, he called Adam Page out, and of course, he's not gonna show up because he doesn't even know this is part of the promo.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, like I said, AEW was and Daniel Bryan.
Dad's told me.
Let me shut up.
Dad's told me bits and pieces about it because we talked a little bit, but I haven't watched.
Okay,
it yet.
Hey, don't worry. Hey, Tony, I'm not gonna ruin it for Chris. Okay,
I've been stuck on Little League baseball, man. That's what I've been watching for the last.
Tony, I won't say nothing.
2 weeks.
I like AEW though. AEW's been getting better, but Chris, I must agree with you. Since Triple H has been in charge, you can definitely tell it's a wrestler telling them how to be wrestlers. So WWE product has definitely gotten better over the last couple of weeks.
So I guess having Vince leave really was a benefit to the WWE.
I think it was because now I think Triple H is willing to work with people. Like if you have an idea, we could talk it through, and maybe I might tweak your idea. But I think when it came to Vince, right, Hit Row is back. Yeah. Like I was shocked with that. I was like, "Whoa!" Yeah.
So let me ask, hey, does Vince McMahon? I mean, even though he's not CEO, does he? I'm assuming he still has ownership shares in the WWE though.
I don't think he does anymore because I think he gave 50% of it to Stephanie and 50% to
Shane,
or something like that.
Okay, so but I guess what I'm getting at then, or what I'm understanding then, is that WWE is still owned by the McMahon family. It's just different family members.
Correct.
Yeah.
Stephanie's majority owner now.
Okay, I got you. Okay,
so she's taking over as.
See, the rumor is McMahon's health isn't good. That he's been forgetting things and real bad. Like he would have a story all wrote out and they'd have everything ready to go, and Vince would come in with a whole nother plan. Like, we're going to do this, and they're like, Vince, you've already decided this, and we already have everything made for it. I guess his memory was getting real bad from what reports are.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he is old as damn dirt at some point. Damn.
Yeah,
especially when you're storytelling, man. If you're storytelling like that, that's a lot of details, to keep straight.
I just saw that WWE might be moving or not WWE, but Raw and SmackDown might be moving or be putting on Netflix as well now.
Oh wow.
So
that's interesting. That's gonna be a huge
that's
thing.
Gonna open up the door for a lot of stuff, because now you're talking about people that might not have cable but have streaming services, and we're talking Netflix is as even though it's so many streaming services out now.
And Peacock's not expensive though.
Peacock's not expensive
for the
but
network.
I mean, some
if
people
you want to get WWE Network, you know what I mean.
But how many real fans are saying I'm gonna get Peacock just for WWE?
Yeah. Well,
you know what I'm saying?
That's what I got it for. That's the reason I got Peacock.
But you're a real fan.
I just like having the WWE Network.
The casual fan stuff is like, I'll see it on YouTube or something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You're right.
No, that's true.
But yeah, I mean, and I agree with your pops too, man. Tony Khan is worried now because he know it ain't Vince he's going against. If we talking about skill for skill, Triple H, look what he's done with NXT.
I mean, at one point in time, NXT got to a point where it was more popular.
NXT Black and Gold was the best show, show on TV.
Yes, it was. I mean, he started bringing out Bobby Roode and Samoa Joe. It's like he took all the Impact guys, and oh my God, there was a lot of people that flourished in NXT that unfortunately didn't pan out with great upper roster careers when they made it to the main roster. But in NXT, man, some of these guys were great. I mean, even that's where the boss persona got started, even for Sasha. And speaking of Sasha, they supposed to be bringing them back.
Yeah.
Sasha and Naomi coming back.
They're coming back. Rumors is Bray Wyatt might be coming back.
Yeah. I know it's getting better because I've been reading articles again. I almost feel like a kid. I've been watching my boy
I think you'll see
Simon with the ups and downs. If y'all ain't never checked him out on YouTube, I'm gonna give him a plug just because I love that bald-headed guy. But Simon Miller with What Culture Wrestling, I watched that ups and downs. Okay. Oh, that's my guy. You gotta watch him. Simon he's a good guy, man. I like to meet that dude and just talk wrestling. But yeah, man, it's a lot going down in wrestling.
Oh yeah, a lot been going on. It's gonna be interesting to see what all happens.
I keep hearing this rumor that the Usos' little brother is supposed to be joining the Bloodline.
I think that's going to happen here soon.
And he's supposed to grab like the U.S. title or something.
I mean, how long can they have though? How long can they have Roman Reigns stay at the top before he takes a tumble and somebody else gets that title? I mean,
he's probably going to have it till
maybe WrestleMania.
Well, I don't know because he really don't need the title. If they're going to bring The Rock in at WrestleMania against Reigns, if that does happen, Reigns don't need the title for that match.
Yeah, but I think you gotta figure out who's your next star first.
Yeah.
And I think that's what the WWE is going through now. They got a bunch of nice upper tier stars, but nobody that really catches your attention. That's why I think I like Karrion Kross. Now at this thing with Karrion Kross works out, it'll be nice.
Well, what they're playing, I think what their plan was, the belt would probably already be off of Reigns or maybe getting ready to get took it off of him if Cody Rhodes wouldn't have got hurt.
Yeah. Rhodes, that's something good to think about. Oh my God, when Cody
Rhodes was going to be that next guy to get that championship because I think he was going to win Money in the Bank and then cash in and all that. Yeah. But when he got hurt, it kind of halted all that.
Yeah, I Anthony, we agree on a lot of stuff, but Drew McIntyre is not the face of WWE. He's not.
I do think they should give Drew another title
run. They should,
because of what he did during the pandemic for the company. He should get a chance to experience it with fans. I do.
They should, but I think it's up and down with the fan. Now you know what though?
That's it. Roman might lose at the Clash at the Castle.
If Drew comes out to the old school song,
that's what Damian thinks as well.
That Broken Dream song. If he comes out to that, I'm not saying he has to take on the Chosen One persona anymore, but maybe he mixes new persona with this old persona. And if he comes out to that, because everybody love that song. Like I read a lot of comments. I actually had that song downloaded on my Spotify.
I think you'll see Samoa Joe. I think you'll see Samoa Joe back in WWE.
He with AEW, man.
Yeah, right now, but I said eventually because I think he'll be back there as a trainer or something because because Triple H was trying to keep him. Triple H didn't want to let him go because I think they have a good relationship. I think eventually he'll end up back at WWE once his contract's up with AEW.
Fortunately, Dolph Ziggler is he's gonna be one of those top mid card guys for the rest of his career.
Dad thinks McIntyre might win the title in England at the Clash at the Castle.
That I wouldn't mind.
Oh, that would be interesting.
I'm not mad at that. I mean, Drew McIntyre, he like you said, he held it down for the WWE during COVID. It's sad that he didn't get to celebrate that in front of the fans, especially, this was the reason he came back. This is the reason he's morphed his body into what we see now. Because we remember Drew McIntyre back in the day, and
You know, he had to leave the company to become more disciplined, and he came back and reached that top pinnacle of being the champion. Unfortunately, he just did it during the pandemic. So I would like to see Drew, you know, at least be able to hold the title and celebrate that win in front of the fans. That'd be very nice. And I agree, Austin Theory is one of those heels you love to hate. So I like Austin.
He's gonna be a big star.
I like Theory. He kind of reminds me of MJF. Hey, what if MJF appears in WWE?
I think he'll end up being in WWE.
I think so too. Hey, I'm sorry, Jay. I know you probably feel how I feel when I see y'all talk about baseball.
No. I was just thinking about Theory, man. That's the one I thought was going to be the next guy. Was going to be Theory because I thought that was like Vince's guy, you know.
Yeah, I like Austin Theory. I do, and I don't think that they should diminish his position since Vince McMahon is not there anymore. And I like the fact that he teases coming out. Now, what if they let McIntyre win the title and then Theory comes out and wins it? He is Mr. Money in the Bank.
Yep.
And you get to protect Roman. I think McIntyre will be okay with the loss. You can protect Roman from not losing to Theory. He loses to a great opponent in McIntyre, but then Theory still comes out on top. I think that's a win-win for everybody.
Yeah,
that's crazy. I even forgot about so WWE. They got Raw, they got SmackDown, plus all the NXTs. I mean, damn, talk about massive. Damn.
Yeah, man, that's a conglomerate, man. That's a juggernaut.
I mean, they really make AEW look extremely small.
Yeah, you have to remember WWE pretty much swallowed up all those territories. So
yeah, Vince took it from territorial to global.
Right. So, you know, no, he's not. If MJF stays in AEW, then I want them to give him 5-star treatment. He should hold the title.
As soon as his contract's up, I think he'll be gone.
And I think Triple H would do MJF right. I would actually like to see MJF versus The Miz, honestly. I never thought I'd put The Miz in a good match like that. But The Miz have earned my respect.
Oh yeah, I like The Miz. I used to not care for him, but you have to respect him for how good he is.
Yeah, he's earned my respect. I
respect him for how good he is at what he does.
And he really loves the business. He really loves the business, and he's willing to do whatever it takes. If it's gonna sell, right. I'll lose to what's his name? That
little bullshit they've been doing has been cracking me up.
Yeah. Hey, but you know what though? I gotta give Logan Paul some credit, man. He's actually a pretty decent wrestler.
Yeah, Logan Paul has done pretty well. I was surprised.
I was pleasantly shocked. Yeah, that's what I was saying, AP. I think he's supposed to join the bloodline.
Yeah.
And then I would also like to see Naomi and Sasha come back and then have Naomi turn on Sasha and she joins the bloodline.
Yeah, they might do that.
Oh my God. I mean, it's so much stories now that you can do with
there's another Fatu. I think it's the Usos' cousin.
The Uso.
I remember right.
Oh yeah.
That's in he wrestles in that MLW a lot. He was on that Game Changer thing that me and Dad watched. And that dude, man, or not Game Changer. He was on that Ric Flair's last match, that StarCast thing. He was on Ric Flair's last match. He's part of that card.
With Andrade and them.
Yeah. And dude, that dude was that Fatu was impressive, real impressive. I could see him on TV, AEW or WWE here before too long.
Yeah,
dude, that family in wrestling is just unreal.
They enriched with history. Enriched. I mean, you look at that lineage of the Anoa'i family, the great High Chief Peter Maivia. You look at the Angry Samoans. You look at Rikishi, and people don't realize Rikishi was the Sultan. He was, you look at Yokozuna. You look at The Rock.
Rikishi was also a head shrinker.
Yeah.
People forget that with his brother.
Man, so that family has I think Jimmy Snuka is a part of that family line. So yeah, man, you gotta them Samoans have been doing so much. Now I'm not saying he'll beat Gunther, but if he got the Usos out there to help him, he'll win. They clearly don't care about winning dirty.
No.
Yeah,
but shout out to the Usos,
character, man. He never, I think he's a good character. I'm kind of wondering if they're gonna ever make him a champion. It seems like Gunther? He's got Gunther.
I like Gunther. You should have saw him in NXT when he had what was the name of his group, Imperial.
Yeah,
he's a good. He's one of those brawlers. One of those. You know how the European style, they're known for their brawl. Like if you look at William Regal and that they got that brutal style where they hit hard. That European style of wrestling. So I mean, he definitely carries that nature, has that same character development as most European wrestlers. So I like Gunther. I mean, I think they should bring back Imperial. That'd be nice.
Real quick before we get the final thoughts, do you guys think there's going to be any problems in the Panthers and Patriots preseason game tonight? I guess there's been two or three.
They've been boxing, ain't they?
Yeah, there've been 2 or 3 different brawls during the joint practices this week, and they play each other tonight in a preseason game.
They ain't stupid. They ain't gonna lose no money now. We'll fight in practice, but we.
Oh, a fan got hurt in a scuffle, and I'm like, how the hell was a fan that close to get hurt where a player could fall on him? I'm like,
not to mention that fan about to get some nice money. I tell you that, because I know if I was in that scuffle, I'd have came out. Lord Jesus.
Rob would have been running around like Will Ferrell in Talladega Nights. I'm on fire! I'm on fire!
Now I would have been like him when he thought he was paralyzed. I can't use my legs. Hey, speaking of Talladega Nights, if you ain't first, you're last. Ricky Bobby.
That's not true. You could be second, third, fourth, or fifth.
If you ain't first, you last. Because Nelly also taught us that 2 is not a winner and 3 nobody remembers.
You understand this? I based my whole life on that.
I was drunk and high when I told you that shit.
Hey, Ricky Bobby, what over my people? Like, dear sweet baby like Jesus. You call the baby Jesus.
Hey, listen. Hey, real quick. Hey, if y'all have never seen Eastbound and Down, you should really go watch that.
Eastbound and Down. I'm gonna have to check it out.
Yeah.
Hey, listen. If you thought for 1 minute that Will Ferrell was good in Talladega Nights, you have seen nothing until you see Eastbound and Down when he plays Ashley Schaefer of Ashley Schaefer BMW with his blue balls and his purple huish nuts. Yeah. I'm just saying. You listen. You have got to go watch. Seriously, go watch Eastbound and Down, and then watch Will Ferrell in there. And I swear, you will have a newfound appreciation for Will Ferrell.
No, I love Will Ferrell. Will Ferrell earned he's earned my appreciation and admiration when he did the George Bush stand up, the America Say Goodnight to George Bush. Oh my God. You want to talk about impersonations that's like what Alec Baldwin does with Donald Trump is hilarious. But what Will Ferrell did with George Bush, oh my God. I still go back and watch that stand up to this day. That's my guy. Will Ferrell is hilarious and does a great George Bush.
If you want to see a great movie, watch Top Gun.
Of course. Hey, which one? You talking about the new one or the old one? Because I like the old one. I haven't seen the new one yet. The new
one's real good.
I heard it's great, and I'm gonna and I figure it's kind of hard to mess up greatness like that. Top Gun was a
I really like the new one as
well. The old one was my movie. So my mom raised me right. I watched the original Top Gun.
Well, Jay, what you got? Any final thoughts for this Friday before we get out of here for the weekend?
Come back to me. I'm trying to download this. I want to see if I can get this into the show before we go. Go to Rob real quick.
Oh, well, we got plenty. I mean, I ain't no hurry.
Okay, I'm just trying to put this one scene there so that way Rob can see what I'm talking about. But no, final thoughts. Pearland.
I knew he was going with that.
Pearland.
He found out a team from Texas in the Little League from a town that was close to him. Now he's been a Pearland fan.
No, hey, for real though, hey, that's a big thing for Texas, especially for Pearland. I mean, Pearland's not exactly, all that big, and for them to get there, that's just, that's amazing to me, honestly.
Hey, well, my final thoughts, because I got to get out of here. I got to go to a meeting, but appreciate always being able to talk sports with you guys, and also I hope Tom Brady is able to, his family comes to whatever resolution they need to get to. I hope his mother gets healthy. He comes on back because Tom, I got you winning it all this NFL year, baby.
Man, what a time to be alive. Jeez, what a time to be alive.
Hey, TB equal TDs. That's all I'm saying. If you remember that math equation, it'll take you far in life, people.
Jeez. Yeah, what a time to be alive. Jeez.
Jay?
Yeah, I tried. I don't know if I can get in there in time, but man, I'm telling. Hey, listen, Rob, you gotta go. You gotta see.
I'm gonna go check it out.
I'm telling you, man.
Make sure you message.
That damn shit is so
put
fun.
Put that in the.
Hold on. I think I may have found it. I think I may have got it. Hold on.
Are we allowed to play?
Right, I was about to ask that.
Okay, all right. Here we go. Here we go.
Jay,
now, listen. I want you to
hey,
listen.
Jay,
yeah.
Are we allowed to play it?
God, I don't know, man. It's on YouTube.
Hey, look, just put it in the unscripted. Put the link in the unscripted message, and I'll watch it from there.
God, I really want to play so bad right now.
No, don't worry. I gotta head out anyway. I gotta go jump on this.
All right, be good, man. Hey, listen,
Right,
I'm just saying, man. Ashley Schaefer BMW. Just go watch it. Damn.
I got you.
Oh, what a time to be alive, Gonzo, man. When you really want to play something so bad, but you're like, copyright.
Oh, no, copyright stuff.
God, copyright sucks.
And Damien, no, I haven't seen the documentary about the Lakers yet on Hulu. I'm gonna watch. I haven't got around to watching it yet.
Yeah, that's what I want to watch that one. And there's also a documentary. It's supposed to be really good. I don't know if it's on Hulu or Netflix, but it's that Montateo, that football player that I think was with the. There's one about him as well that I heard is supposed to be really good as well.
And then they're doing that. I think it's on the Disney or ESPN Plus. The one about Giannis and his brothers.
I've seen the one with Giannis and his brother. That was actually pretty good.
You've seen it? I haven't watched it yet. I want to watch it.
Yeah, I won't tell you anything about it, but yeah, it's definitely worth the watch. It's actually really freaking good. I think it's actually on the Disney Channel. I think is where it's at.
Okay, on Disney. All right.
I think it's on Disney. But check it out, man. Again, hey guys, lots of good baseball coming up over the next while. So keep watching, and obviously the Little League World Series, man. I mean, now that I know about Pearland, I'm definitely gonna be tuning in more into it. So
you have Carousel and Panama playing right now, and Carousel is trying to make a comeback after Panama got that big grand slam earlier in the game. So it's been a good game. Don't forget 4 p.m. Eastern. If you're a MMA fan, we're going to be doing a UFC 278 preview and prediction show. Pride's going to join me. So Easy Money, a sports betting show, is going to be at 4 p.m. today instead of 3. But we're going to talk a lot. We're going to talk some UFC. So it should be a fun time. Also, we have Gonzo and the Judge tonight at 11 p.m. Eastern. So join us for that as well. Be talking all the top stories going on in the sports, and probably look ahead for what we got over the weekend.
Absolutely. It's going to be amazing.
Dad, Hagerstown plays again on Monday, Dad. Yeah, Hagerstown don't play again until Monday. I was kind of surprised they don't play again on Monday, but yeah, they're off till Monday. This Sunday they have the Little League Classic game where the major league teams play, and then next Sunday it will be the championship game.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Man, what a time to be alive.
And if you're, like I said, if you're a UFC fan, UFC 278 tomorrow, Usman and Edwards 2. We're going to be doing a live watch along and reaction for that tomorrow night. Main card starts at 10. Also, I'm glad you said that, Dad, because I forgot about it. Indianapolis Colts show tonight, 6 p.m. Eastern, live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch at Gonzo Sports Room and at the ASAP Sports Network. So join us tonight at 6. We had a great first episode on Monday, and so I'm fired up for the episode tonight. Jay, you have anything else?
No, other than like I said, we got Unscripted at 8:00 on Saturday. Don't be shy. Be there. Be square. And again, we got the Fantasy Football League. The draft is going to be August 26th at 6. So we still got 3 spots to fill if you guys want to get in on that. So yeah, man, let's do it.
Yeah. Hey Jay, how much does it cost? How much does it cost to get in that fantasy football league?
Oh, that's free. Yeah, it's on NFL.com and it's the free one. And again, we're giving a jersey out to the winner of their choice. So it should be a lot of fun to play and see if we can get that jersey.
Oh yeah. Well, everybody have a great weekend. Stay safe, and we will see you guys on Monday at 1 p.m. Eastern for another episode of the ASAP Afternoon Blitz. Like I said, check out the other shows this afternoon, this evening, and tomorrow. Make sure you check out Unscripted. Check out our Fight Watch Along. Hit the subscribe buttons, follow buttons for all the social medias, and we will see you guys on Monday. Have a great weekend. Be safe.
Whole sports all plays. Yeah. Whole sports all plays. Whole sports all plays. 365, we making up plays. We talking the game, get you through the days. We're high in the court, the dime in the lane. Variety topics living the same. All presentation, sports information. In the airways, taking the nation. Sport all plays, they working your faces. Grace at the field, so tie the laces. All sports all plays.